I've noticed for the past few days, every time I go to any Google website, it constantly tells me my IP is suspicious and I have to tell it where the traffic cones are in the images. Anyway, 3, 2, 1. Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. It is the Biendeo stream today on this fine 16th of June 2025. I hope you're having a wonderful week. We'll have a wonderful week ahead of you. I think let's dive into it. But yeah, no, my week has been pretty good. It's been pretty good. It's been sort of, how do I put it? Sup, Fetty? Sa, dude. But yeah, no, it's been decently eventful. Let's see how... Hey, it's all good. You didn't miss too much. That's always... Actually, you missed so much, man! So much happened. But nah, things are pretty chill. Things are... the last week's stream, we got one of the orbs. I had 3 at the end of the stream before. I got 1. I talked about the Switch too. A little bit. I did, yeah. I'm actually pretty, like, topic-free this time. So I got... Greetings, Blob. I'm pretty topic-free. I've got, like, one kind of broad topic that I can kind of mention, but, like... I don't have, like, a lot of stuff on it. And I think it's actually kind of... You know, we've been very announcement-ted out, if that makes sense. There's been so much that's happened over the past, like, couple of weeks. You know, all the games come out, or at least getting announcements. The technology at Computex happened just before. You know, we've already had the hardware releases. We're kind of there. We've really hit a lot of stuff. Last week's stream, by the way, we had a bunch of class changes. So I've changed Nyx to be a warrior, and Rags, I think Rags was a sage already, but we're getting there in terms of levels. Still, sort of on the lower end, but still, more stats mean more betterer. We're going to keep the cleric hanging around, though, because the more I can get a cleric to level up, the better. I'm also sailing down here as if I actually have, like, a high goal in this direction, but we'll get there. We'll get there. But yeah, no, we spent... Why is it so hot here? I am absolutely freezing. We've had various days where it's, like, a high of, like, 13. But I have a fun kind of window, or like a fun apartment, which it gets so much morning sun, and in the summer it's absolutely sweltering. Like today, I've got my little thermometer on my desk, and it's like, it hit 27 degrees internally, but it was like 14 outside. And so if it's 13 and Celsius, so if it's 13 degrees warmer inside than outside, then when it's a 35 degree day outside, then you can tell how much I am melting just on the outside. That's terrible in the summer. But in the winter, I actually get some brilliant morning sun. Then it all goes away by 11 AM, and it's kind of freezing. I've got a very nice little space heater, though. So, yeah, I've just got, like, a heater, and it's kind of intense. It does kind of... Like, it's like a 2 kilowatt heater. It's like, yeah, you know, it's kind of drawing a bunch, but... You kind of hotbox yourself, and then it's like, well, you don't need aircon, because you've just got that. But I do feel like the apartment I'm in gets so much, like, of the external elements kicking in and out. Like, I do feel like I get so much of the outside heat, and when it's hot, and then so much of the cold when it's not hot. So, and that's a bit, because I'm sort of just paying for, you know, heat loss, basically. But, hey, what are you gonna do other than move? The slimes are still there. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, we're just doing a boat trip up north right now, in-game, not in real life. It's been a while since I've ever, like, gone somewhere for a holiday. I sort of like just chilling around, you know, like, places. Especially, I don't know, there's lots of stuff around the suburbs. Like, I found out there was a burger place near me, and it might have opened up recently, but I'm like, it's a chain I've never heard of. And, it was, like, they've got, like, 12 different places, but, like, the place was just a very... How would I put it? Like, it's like a little food truck that was kind of bigger than a food truck, but it definitely wasn't a permanent building where it was. It's just kind of like on the middle of the street, which was a bit odd. Anyway, burgers or the one burger, I only had one, but it was magnificent. They did everything right. Nice and juicy, great amount of cheese. They got 2 sauces going on. The onions were... I don't know why people use red onions in burgers, and it never works. You gotta have your white onions, and you gotta cook them well. If you do it, it's magnificent. I don't know why you stick with the red ones. It's like, yeah, this... they don't taste as amazing. So yeah. And a very generous amount of salt on the chips. So, I'd love to go back there again, maybe soonish, but I don't eat burgers like too regularly, so, anyway, we're still red onions on pizza. I don't really have onions on pizza very much, actually. Yeah, really that much. I haven't had a pizza in a very long time as well. I had a nasty falling out with Domino's at the beginning of this year, so we're unfortunately going quite pizza free. Oh, here we go. So we need to head towards this patch where this one guy, wherever he was. Where was he? Do I have to wait until nighttime? I've completely forgotten, like, this patch, I'm very certain we had to go here. Let's make it dark. That is a very, very from the heart statement. Am I tweaking because I cannot find the house that was here? Or did we already... No. Am I tweaking? I swear you had to go here at this point. That is true. That is true. I don't know, like, if you're at, like Naples side of Italy. Because, you know, like, if you're, like, you know, like, Milan is a very different place. Oh, here we go. It was just here the whole time. Milan is a very different place compared to Rome, compared to, Naples is probably, like, the most authentic Italian place that I know of. Like, it's very, very, like, genuine Italian. Well, I mean, they're all sort of genuine Italian. Because I also went to Florence, and Florence is also very cool. So, I've been to Florence. Ah! True Sicilian. I mean, there's other places as well. That is the change stuff. I want it! How would you like to trade that for the pirate's bone I have here? So, the reason why we got this change stuff is just to give it away to a guy. Never mind that it has some fun utility outside of, battle. But, yeah, you just gotta get this bone. You got a bone to pick with him. Anyway, we get back onto the boat. And, we now start using that item, which should be, wherever it went. Maybe it was in one of my inventory. There it is. Bone. Use the bone. The bone spun and pointed to South 67 and East 103. That's right! We are traveling in that rough direction. Everyone's favorite coordinates. Oh, I'm really gonna fight all these guys. Actually, it's not too bad now that I've got Nyx being a proper, like, attacker. Like, he is slower than... I say he. She is slower than everyone else, still, but... Especially for, you know, being a warrior, you will be slower than the other characters. I had 2 whips, but Nyx can't use a boomerang anymore, so... And also, neither can Rags. Neither can Air, so actually, no one gets a boomerang anymore. I'm still holding on to it, but, yeah, like... I'm opting for stronger attacks at the moment, which is actually kind of fine, because, like, as a soldier, Nyx does get to ride the health a lot more than other classes. Where does this compass lead? Well, it leads east and south. I'm glad that attack hit anyone. It's probably because of the defense, so... but yeah, no, yeah, things have been pretty chill. I think I sort of had this topic from last week, and I want to kind of mention it again, I didn't really go into too much detail, but there's a wonderful post on the Cursor forums. Cursor, for reference, is an AI coding tool. Everyone loves AI coding tools. And it's basically, I think there was a thing called Cursor YOLO mode, and it just kind of went like, it just went rm-rf/, and that's a classic Linux command. rm is the program that deletes programs, or deletes files. -r is recursive, and f means force, and / is literally the top of the computer, which means everything. And it will just try to do it. If you're sudo as well, super user, also good luck. I mean, last week was the Switch 2 and lots of games, basically, so I think that honestly, my, like, South 50, okay. So a lot of my opinions was just kind of like on how I roughly thought from trailers and stuff like that. But I do feel like there was a lot of, you know, kind of umming and erring. I probably could have had more notes and stuff on the games that were shown off, but I did appreciate that, yeah, like everything shown off is just coming to Steam anyways, because no one cares about one console exclusivity anymore unless you're Nintendo for some reason. And then also, platform or storefront exclusivity. I really hope more games just release on GOG. Like, I don't care that they do say no DRM, please, because it's just like, why not? The E3... We did talk about it, didn't we? The Summer Games Fest, yeah. And then I saw the capper. I read that and I was like, what's this face he's put underneath? What's this face? You got me good there. Bone spawner point is South 39, East 32. That's got me a little worried because, like, this is in the way. Oh, yeah. Just trying to help Fetty out. That is fair. That's fair. Well, I guess we can always... Actually, this doesn't cross the continent, does it? So, for the SGF, I watched 4 presentations. If it was the Xbox one, the PlayStation one, maybe the... I didn't watch the Jeff Keighley one, and I still haven't watched it in the past week. But I did watch the PC Gamer show. So I did get that. Also, Firebane, very nice. Yeah, I think I gotta roll into the middle of there, so... There were other ones. I saw some announcements loosely made, but... yeah, in general, or not in general, but like, those were the 3 that I kind of very watched. I actually, for my weekly movie night, we put on, Loki Season 2, which is not a movie, and also, I'd watched it, like, half of it last week and half of it, this week, and, there were a lot of times in that show when just... Also, check this out. It's just chilling there. I'll walk over to this. And, welcome to the ghost ship. Because, why not? That's what the bone was pointing to. It's just a ship here. However harsh a storm may be, my ship will never sink. So at least it's a different kind of dungeon, you know? Even if it's got... These crabs have been around ages, I'll tell you. The Wholesome Direct. Yeah, you gotta tell me about some of the good stuff in that, but anyway, the thing with Loki is that there were a lot of tremors and power going out, and when I watched the PC Gamer show, and it was like every time they mentioned the rig, and the camera would just shake. Yeah, there were a lot of gags in that one. The marketing, the plugging for the hardware was absolutely like egregious, I'll tell you that. Like, not to say that, like, oh, you know, these companies make bad products, but they aren't the only ones to make these kinds of products. And I guess that's the thing, is that, especially in the world of hardware, it's like, well, you know, no one likes crazy exclusive hardware, because no one's going to buy it. And no one likes, you know, hardware that doesn't identify You know, there's no unique aspect to it, because it's like, well, I get it. Join the crew in debt. Oh, I'm so glad I just talked to that guy. It's a mini D-man. Oh, yeah, most of them were not live for me as well. Yeah, the demon's got Blaze Maw, which is not a fun attack. But he also doesn't have a lot of health. Like, he's not really a boss. He's just kind of there. Most of them... Oh, Friends in VC? I think I was working during, like, some of them. Slaves and Criminals Row. Oh, the actual dead guy. Okay. It hurts. It hurts. Yeah, I had, watched a rebroadcast with a mate, and I feel like they're good. It's good watching them with mates, because, like, what's the point in watching these shows, like, by yourself? You know what I mean? I don't know. They are a lot more fun with friends, especially when you're riffing over them. I mean, they're game trailers. It's not like it's like, oh, you know how they talk over it. You know what I mean? It's very chill usually. So, yeah, no, it was a good experience and a decent watch. But yeah, what's inside the dresser? Nothing. What's inside the dresser? A garter. I don't think this isn't really much of a dungeon. It's kind of just here as well. So watch the Wholesome Direct because Hilltop Works announced they'd have, and they did. Which game did they have? I can't put the developer to a game name in my head, but this seems very weird as well, because you have to defeat the boss troll to get this. So these enemies are just like very normal. A fan translation group. Ah, very nice. Very nice. Yeah, these are like some fairly ordinary enemies. Like, yeah, you know, they got crazy defense, but they don't deal much damage to me. And it's like, why is this after the boss troll in terms of difficulty? A storm. Ooh. So they revealed their very first official translation job. I really like the idea of localization, I guess, like, localization teams with good track records. Milano's Odd Job Collection. Ah, yeah, I think you mentioned that one to me a bit ago as well. But yeah, that's good that they've got, like, an official job, though. We gotta promote more people in game dev who actually, like, you know, really put in the effort and really try. Or at least just people who have great passion. There's a lot of people who are slightly fake it until you make it, you know what I mean? But watch out for the Kraken. Admittedly, I thought it was just a collection at first, but it's just the name of the game. It does have collection in the name. It's like a Pandemonium collection, unless it actually is a collection and I didn't even realize. Someone's gonna be like, oh my gosh, you mentioned that title. I haven't played it, unfortunately. I just know it's in my library. That's a tell of the century right there. Not the Crystal Dynamics one. Hold on, is this the one I'm thinking? I'm gonna mash A for a bit. It does have two games, yeah. Pandemonium Collection. I'm pretty certain that's the name. Nope, that's not the name. I can very quickly find the name of the game. What was the name of the game? Who knows? Almost every collection on Steam is like an actual collection now, you know, Master Chief Collection, Devil May Cry HD Collection. I don't know why Destiny 2 came up in my search result. Well, we'll never know. We'll never know. Anyways, into here. Money. Oh no, is one of them going to be a mimic? Hopefully not. It's a weird feeling, because I just finished... Oh, there it is. Because I just finished playing, Phantasy Star 4, like, just over a week ago. He's gonna beat me! Oh, attacking twice? That's a bit cruel. I keep forgetting it doesn't have enough magic for it twice, but still. It's gonna try and suck someone. Yeah, you gotta suck some magic. And then he just regular attacks, but that's okay. Something worth discussing on stream that we don't think mentioned yet. Ooh. Oh, I got the Mimic at least, so not too bad. Found a poison dagger. That's a cool weapon. I think it's like, it's very low attack. Oh, they leaked something before the presentation? Ooh, I don't think I saw that actually. But yeah, the poison dagger is neat because it has very low attack, but then I think it casually will crit enemies. Or not crit, but like actually just hard kill. Just occasionally. There you go. This is the key item that we need though. The love memory. The thing that doesn't actually appear in the presentation, but you believe it will. What is the thing? Out with it, dang it! I think that's basically it for this place though. Sort of just get on just to get that thing. There we go, so... but yeah, no, I wanted to rip on Cursor for a little bit because I have, oh, hold on, basically for about 10 minutes a day or 2 before the presentation, People's Xbox Library is on PC, populated with not only PC games but 360 games as well, including exclusives. Oh yeah, I did see that. People particularly complaining about like, but that was all like cloud streaming. I'm pretty sure, wasn't it? It was cloud streaming. So it's like rare replay, you know, like it's just like, well, you don't actually have those games running on PC. It'd be very cool if you could, but I don't know if that implies running a 360 emulator on a computer. I think that, I think that implies cloud. That's not to say that Xbox 360 emulation isn't, like, feasible. You know, it probably could be a thing, but... yeah, I'm not too sure. Like, I would probably say the cloud solution more just because they already have the cloud solution, and it's just adding more games to it. But the Sony presentation got to mention Deus Ex on the PS2, so... Something strange, over the past few days, it's been decided to show Xbox console games, while you can't install games on it like the original Alan Wake. It shows up... Yeah, my take on it was cloud games. I guess we'll see when they formally announce. You know, speculating is for speculation's sake, but yeah, I'm not confident in in natively running emulation. I'm not too sure if they're going down that route. There you go, off the ship we go. So, let's see. I think we need to now go to... Oh, looked at the screenshot again? The screenshot. Where are we heading off to now? I think we go to the, Oh gosh. I know there's one place we can go to. Yeah, let's go there first. Sure. So if I return back to Zipangu, clearly has 2 labeled entries for games and cloud games. Yeah, but I don't know, like, given that they took it away, I still don't know. I don't think that necessarily confirms that they weren't going to be sent on Discord. I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still not 100% sure if they'd actually do that. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. So keep going, maybe not too far north. Yeah, somewhere around here. There we go. Oops. I was looking at chat. This is only for games part of BC. Maybe, maybe. I don't know if there's any technical limitations to doing Xbox Live Arcade, but I guess, yeah, we'll see. Maybe there's different licensing rights or something like that. Licensing rights, nah. Nah, it should be fine. There we go. Rags learned X-Ray, because why not? So, if we go over to here, we've now got this wonderful big forest. And in the big forest is that mini demon as well, so there's that pushing you around here. Xenia does both. I think the issue is more with Xbox, Xblig. I don't particularly have a lot of knowledge on how, you know, I guess the issues with 360 emulation, so I'd probably defer that to the Xbox on that matter, but the indie game. That's kind of where the Xbox gets to be two letters in the acronym. But yeah. I've been focusing so much on this part. Ah! Just had to do that. Now I can beat enemies. But yeah. So anyway, I mentioned Cursor. I mentioned Cursor just as a thing because Cursor is a bit of a meme in my eyes. Not necessarily because it's a bad program or that it doesn't do... I'm always scared. Yeah, sometimes it's a little bit pessimistic. Sometimes it's a little bit like, also, wow, this is what we should be fighting right here. Just without, you know, one of the characters that would really love to have experience. Yeah, Cursor is basically an AI coding version of VS Code, except they hard forked the code base, and so it's like, it's an actual fork and it's not just an add-on, which is kind of odd and interesting. But yeah, they've got a tool. I think they sort of, how they do it? They flex a lot, you know, quite hard as like, oh, you know, their model. Whereas Nick's got blown away in the past fight. Which is very annoying. I know attacking the bomb crag first is maybe a bit, you know, careless because these metal slimes are going to run away, but... I mean, I could switch over, but... You know, it's not like they're gonna... Yeah. That one witch enemy can blow away party members. And then they're just gone. Man, if only I had a hatchet man, you know? Dude, I'm just gonna start attacking these metalies now. Yeah, you can't get them back. They're just at the party planning place. Am I really gonna, like, just... I let them all run away from me. That's a bit unfortunate. Oh no, maybe we'll get one. Maybe we'll get one. There's the sacrifice. Yeah. That's a bit brutal. That's a bit brutal, right there. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'll just let this guy, you know, just chill here, and then, that didn't work out at all. Every time, I always wander into the wrong place. That's just very awkward, isn't it? Look how expensive reviving people is. Seriously, 530 bucks. Tax time's coming around as well, jeez. Anyway, so yeah, the reason why I mentioned the meme with Cursor is because, yeah, this one guy is complaining about how Cursor, the AI coding tool, deleted every single file on his computer, which also includes the code base that he probably was working on, but also, yeah, why? Why does it do that? Why does it think of that? And there's a lot of, I guess, you know, I guess there's a lot of, how to put it? Like, AI is obviously, it doesn't really reason. Actually, there was a recent paper from Apple sort of trying to downplay reasoning models. They basically said, yeah, with that command, yeah. And it's a bit of a one-off. It's like, oh, okay, it kind of just did it. And it's like, yeah, anyone who looks at it goes, oh, of course it will do, you know, that. That's what that command does. I'm pretty sure it was Nyx the last time as well, last week, getting blown away. Yeah, that's kind of funny when that happened again. So anyway, reorder. Nyx was Nyx was there. But it does beg the question of yeah, Apple asking the idea of, can AI reason? Do they know what they're actually doing, or can they like fathom what they're doing, or are they just like, you know, whatever, like they just do it. They just do it because it's a deterministic. Or not, sorry. It's a high likelihood probability kind of equation, and the real answer is obviously yes. But yeah, the real AI is that, and I think there's a great statement. I think John Carmack said this, which is like, get you know, we won't be at AI, you know, the general artificial general intelligence until you know, you get the computer to sit down in front of a video game, or in front of an Atari 2600 console, and start playing it. Now, there are tools that, I think there's like some specific AIs that can do some general, like trained on a lot of Atari 2600 gameplay, and they get there eventually. Like, they will figure it out. But there's a couple of quirks. One is, I think the big one is that, well, there's two big ones. One, usually a lot of them work by, like, peering at memory. They don't actually work by, you know, watching the screen. Some of them start to watch the screen, but then also, the second thing that you have to do is that you have to teach it that, like, the score needs to go up. Like, that's the number they're looking for, and that indeed does go up. So, I have no idea where I'm actually going, by the way. I'm like, what are we doing here? ChatGPT play... Yeah, definitely. And so Apple's paper actually went... We created a lot of novel puzzle ideas to, you know, to play against lots of reasoning models, including, like, DeepSeek, including, I think, Claude. There's another one as well. There's a few AI models. And, yeah, they were like... None of them could get any of the answers. And also, the longer the puzzle, the worse it became for them. Now, some of the paper is a bit like, well, yeah, like, you're clearly exceeding their context window. Like, you're naturally going to get them to not solve the problem because of that. So, yeah, legit, I have no idea where I'm going on a map. I've got this in half memory where I end up, but I'm like, how do I get there at all? Yeah, where is this place? No idea. No idea. I think I'm gonna have to look up a thing. I'm just gonna be absolutely clueless with this item. Where are we going here? But yeah, so they basically, oh my gosh, where is this? Game8.co, are you helping me out here? I know this is with the remake, but... oh my gosh, they actually have a map from the remake. And this might hint at where I need to go, I think. Does it? Maybe? No, this is not a useful map at all. Oh. No, legit, I've got no idea. Hold on, so I know there's the kind of Africa region we haven't explored. That's kind of the end game kind of destination there. And then the rest of the Asia continent is also end game, actually. Although I was exploring the forest there for a moment, and that's where I got taken out. So it is. It's in 3. It's got the dun 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 dun. It's got that going on. Yeah, where is this? Alright. Where are we going? I'm truly lost. I am truly just like, yep, I'm looking up all the things. I've got this. And then they're like, yeah, just, you know, make your way here. Return to No Annuals and board your boat and follow the coast east. Okay, so we're at No Annuals now. Follow the coast east. It'll dip south. It may seem like you found an entrance. Except for the fact that a few small shoals block your way. Where's No Annuals but east? Oh wait, I'm not at No Annual, sorry. There you go, No Annuals but east. So, where was this? This was up here. Oh my gosh, is that why I didn't remember where it was? Wow, what a cheeky spot. There you go. It's I do feel like the world is maybe a little bit large, I don't know. But I don't know, it could just be me. Or it could just be the game going, nope, you must explore. Write down every single thing that you come across. At the very least, most of the locations you do get everything you kind of need there in one fell swoop. Like, you don't, hopefully, yeah. Hopefully you don't have to return to too many places and it's just like, oh, do you remember this random item and now you have to go back here and something like that. That happened a lot in Phantasy Star 4 when I just played. I'm actually still going through Xenogears episode 2 as well, and a lot of the side quests are exactly that. So, okay, there's small shoals, you have to continue sailing south. Okay, just continue sailing south. After the next dip. Is there another dip afterwards? Okay. I think that's just what they're going for. We'll get there. We'll get there. But yeah, so the Apple paper, I don't have a deep knowledge of exactly like where current reasoning models and reasoning as in terms of a selling to you their reasoning model. But no, they're still language models. What they found out was that language models can actually come up with more accurate statements when it writes itself out and then tries to reread it and go, does that make sense? Would humans usually think like this? And generally, it actually seems to pull out some concepts that you wouldn't expect, which I think is kind of neat and interesting, and certainly there's some novel use cases out of it, but at the end of the day, yeah. Is it general intelligence? No. No way. No way at all. And any one of these, like, you know, again, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Humans do... Oh, yeah. Like, we do... I guess the thing is that, like, the goal is... somewhat people want the goal to be, like, you know... I guess... not replacing humans, but effectively mimicking humans at any potential thing. I think there's one line I saw which was that AI is really... what is it? Sometimes it's like, it's pretty okay at being like an average person, but it's like you wouldn't hire average people to do jobs, you'd hire trained professionals. Yeah, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that going on. And not to say that, like, it's always like that, because there's obviously some tasks out there where it's like, oh my gosh, it actually does pick the pattern, and then nails it. And obviously, as well, like, train some very specific models, and if you can throw more parameters than actually the real problem involves, then, you know, you actually do get to, you know, to building something that actually works out okay. Like, the reason why AlphaGo works is because it's like, there's only so many parameters that go into playing, you know, Go. Yeah, you just have to go here. A forlorn song echoes, lost. And then it blows you back. Which is like, oh, okay. So I think you're meant to use the thingy now. There you go. Oh, who's got it? The love memory. Eric and Olivia, their memories of love fill the air. What tells you this? I don't know, actually. I think there was a voice line somewhere. Or a voice line, damn, you know, a character dialogue somewhere. But it's like, other than sort of getting pushed back, you're like, what is happening here? Oh, Eric, my beloved, I have waited so very long for you.
Olivia, dearest, I won't ever let you go again.
Eric. They are as large as a boat. And so am I when I dock, so... So I think I should have accidentally come across this, but it feels a little weird, because it's like... You know, like... It's, I don't know, it's just an island here. This is the Shrine Jail. There's a corpse. It's time to revisit the Black Sea. Anyway, if we keep exploring around here, we'll find something good. Like a bed. Lots of bedding in Dragon Quest. They really like their bedding. But yeah, I feel like there's a lot of broken record AI statements out there, but I sort of get a bit tired of it because I hear so much of it at work. Examine the ground near my corpse. Like here? Or here? Or here? I'm checking there twice just in case. Oh, is he standing on top of it? No? Oh, wait. Hold on. He changed rooms. He was like, ew, a dead body. We'll find it. We'll find it. We'll get there. Somewhere around here. Is it the space here? Or here? Unless he was in the other cell. The fourth cell I haven't checked out. It's probably the fourth cell. Check out my dead body! And then he proceeds to... Yeah, it's literally another corpse. Top of the bed. There you go. There's a sword. Yeah, Pokemon does that a bunch for the hidden items. So, this Gaia sword is very nice. Oh, where has it gone? Who's holding on to it? By very nice, I mean not really, but... I'm pretty sure... Doesn't it have a utility as well? Like, hold on, no, it actually doesn't. It is indeed a sword, but... Yeah. Also, yes, that's right, we got... So just to reiterate the chain of events. We got the ultimate key so that we could navigate through a magic shrine and end up in Brazil. We then navigated to this castle where we fought, or like where there was a, you know, a crazy king. There was a cave near him that gave us a mirror. We used the mirror to show that the king was really a boss troll, and that gave us this rod. We used the rod to trade it with a guy in Iceland, which is where the new Euro Truck Sim DLC is, by the way. And then he gave us a bone. We used the bone to find a ghost ship, and on the ghost ship they had the love memory, which was just like a locket or something. We found this random passageway where a ghost was preventing us from sailing this way. And we showed the locket, and that allowed us to go to this island, and that allowed us to grab this one sword. You're following so far? We're getting there. We're getting there. So now I think is the time. Yeah, is it worth it? Oh, it's 100% worth it. And also, it's required. This isn't even a secret thing I'm trying to find. This is like, this is all the orbs. Like 2 or 3 of the orbs come straight at you. And then, like, this one is just like, nah, man, you gotta work for this one. This is where half the game is, just this one orb. So I think I should probably warp after this. Yeah, we need to warp after this, so... But yeah, I don't know. Bit of a broken record, with the AI stuff. I don't really have too much more to say. It just kind of keeps happening. It's like, oh, yeah. And then there's mass layoffs, and then it's like, oh, what could have happened? Why are there mass layoffs? And it's like, because companies... Well, actually, I saw an interesting thing, which was there was something in the US tax code that was basically back in... And there's a little bit of a politics stance on this one, because it is, like, you know, literal tax code. But back when Trump 2017, he passed a thing to drop the corporate tax rate from like 35% to 21%. And then a bunch of companies... I think there was an extra clause in there, which was like a bunch of extra kind of loopholes, and especially one relating to research and development, and how you could basically claim things as like tax-free if you just said they were research and development. And it's like almost all software and hardware and lots of engineering is just research and development, like, you know, to some degree. So we need to head into this town at nighttime. So if we go in at night, I mean, this guy will have a cheap in, yes. That clause was like, oh, you know, it was a bit latent, so it was gonna expire in 2022. And a lot of companies thought, at least this article said so, or at least inferred that this would be the case, that, oh, you know, the government will probably, you know, reverse those loopholes at some point, or reverse those, I guess, removal of the loopholes, and we'll be fine eventually. And so they spent tons of stuff, tons of money, because 21% tax rate, and then the loopholes disappeared. And they were like, cool, they spent $1 bajillion, and now they owe more. So, isn't it lovely? La 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 la. I'm not even in the right town. I think I've just wandered into... Where have I gone to? Oh, I've gone to the completely wrong town. Very nice. Very nice. I've just gone to Moor thinking I'm in the right place. I'm like, oh, this doesn't quite look right, does it? Let's head off to... Edinburgh. This is the place I really need to go to. Because I wanted to go to the town with the merchant that we gave away. But I went to, like, the Korean part of the world, and I needed to get to New York, which was one continent over. It's like when that one guy tried to discover Australia, and he accidentally ended up in New Zealand, and he found cannibals, and they ate him and his whole crew. It's a real story. It's always hilarious. It's always hilarious to be like, oh snap, New Zealand, you don't play around. But yeah, I feel like there's a lot of uncertainty in the tech industry over, particularly, not specifically because of that tax rate. And honestly, it's like, how many companies are not based in America? Captain Cook? No, Captain Cook landed in you know, Botany Bay and then was fine. He didn't end up in New Zealand. He had a full life, I think. I went too far north. Somewhere down here. Oh, sorry. The gap. There we go. So, I just need to make it nighttime again. Into town we go. And we should find some fellas chilling somewhere around here. People sleeping. Very, very gentle sleeping. But yeah, this guy's theory on, like, companies overspending expecting something, you know, hey, Polo's asleep, move along. I meet Polo and tell what town people think. I need to go in, you asked for me. What? Okay. Well, they're just chilling out here, so... I think they're still chilling out here. I was just sort of gone out and in. Maybe we'll have a nice snooze, you know? Make it daytime. Gosh, he's increased the prices, though, I'll tell you that. Companies are known for... There's a big temple in Lancel. Supposedly, you can go to a cave from there, and that cave has the blue orb in it. It's also set. Okay. It's me, the old man here. Polo does well. But now too much. Town people are not happy. I'm very worried. Oh, I didn't even realize he's got a big mansion now. Oh my gosh. Ah, welcome. Don't you think the town is looking much better? But watch me. I've still got a long way to go. I can steal his gold beak as well. And a tiny medal. Very nice. Yeah, it is weird. I mean, companies should naturally take risk. I mean, you know, like, that's how we get development. Oh my gosh! The bots. The bots are back at it again. Polo makes us work too hard. People will get hurt out of exhaustion if this continues. This is an item shop. Oh. Actually, what does he sell at the item shop these days? Everything you sort of expect. Actually, hold on, did I just miss? No, okay. The bots every time. I occasionally visit to deliver merchandise. It's amazing to see how much the town has grown. Wow. Please go right through. Okay. I'm impressed. Polo's got one gifted builder to found a town this good. Oh, this is ultimate. Ah! Isn't my dancing sexy? You're not allowed to touch. And another bunny outfit, why not? And I'm stealing their socks. Every time. Oh, hi there. There's plenty of ale. Stay a while. Stale a whale. Take it off and shake it. Oh no. Joke! Oh, hi there. Leaving so soon, here's your tab. It's 50,000 gold. You will pay, yes? No. Oh, friends of Polo? Oh, forgive me. So, if you haven't picked up on it, he's gouging everyone. Oh, and also he named it Polo Burg. I forgot to mention. I was like, how much for this? Yeah, it was 60 gold. Jeez. He's charging up the wazoo here. Rumors place the silver orb in Gondo Shrine. However, that shrine is said to be deep among Gondo's mountains. We haven't gone there yet. One does not simply walk into Gondo. So, yeah, this place, I mean, it's getting nice and big, but it is also like, yeah, what's happening here? We've got another zombie sword, which would be hilarious for air, but I've also got the whip there. I also got a magic, whatever this is. Little items there. So if we change it to nighttime, yet again, I know. So we head back in, and we should... maybe... Nope, we're just getting this again. We're just getting this again. Okay. I thought I had to trigger it by just, like, making it day and night and then talking to that guy. Actually, before I sleep at the end, let's just see if there's any other buildings that someone has something to say. I don't suppose this place is up. Open at night? Or maybe it is. Hi there. Well, it is open, but they're just... they're still doing this. He doesn't sleep. Even the back rub girl is still there. I bet you he's going to charge me 50,000 gold again. Oh no, here he comes. Please forgive me. Cheeky lad. Yeah, I don't think there's any, Yeah, I'm not too sure how to exactly continue this, because I'm like, for reference, so we've got 4 of the orbs. Just to remind, I'm pretty sure I've got 4 of the orbs. Here we go. Look at that. 4 lovely orbs. We're missing a yellow orb and that one silver orb that the one guy mentioned. The yellow orb is actually here, I believe. But unfortunately, I have no idea how to continue the plot here. Other than we go for the silver orb, because it's not like you need this orb in order to get the next one. I mean, he's still just there, and okay. Just to go out and in one more time, I'm pretty sure he hasn't changed his ways. Yeah, no. Well, I think we'll probably just come back here when we've got the last orb then. Yeah, okay. So in that case, we need to now go to, Africa. The elusive land of Africa. So I think the easiest way is probably we just sail in from the south, right? Yeah, that makes sense. So if I go to, I think it was a Baharada, and we just sail in, we should be able to, I think that's the right place. Yeah, we should be able to just kind of sail in straight to the river and get to that one little weird notch there. And that's the first step. Yeah, so I don't think I've been working on really any other fun passion projects or anything. I've sort of just been chilling and working my way through just some various other games. I did play through the entirety of Picross NP Volume 5. I don't have anything to say about that other than it's been the same as every other Picross NP and Mario Super Picross. It's just more of it. They didn't change anything. It's just got different puzzles. The puzzles are okay, but I always find that, especially in those games, they have a huge tendency to make thick staircase outlines of all their shapes, and it gets very easy quite often to guess the shapes because it's just like, oh, they're just, you know, they're doing these staircase patterns. I just see the string of 2s and I go, oh, okay. And yeah, the controls are a little bit weird in that one. Like, if you play it, you'll feel this weird acceleration. It's like, why is there acceleration? I don't know why the cursor speeds up the way it does, but yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, Picross is always nice. The fact that we've got not 1 but 2 Picross games. I have not played the Picross E series or the isn't there another one for the Switch ones as well? Which one's the 3DS one and which one's the Switch one? Point is, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of Picross out there. Picross S is the Switch. Yeah, okay, alright. Because I was gonna say, there's a HoloLive VTuber who has an official Jupiter-made Picross game. I did play the entirety of Pokemon Picross on the 3DS. I famously stuck out through that energy system and properly beat that one. In the grand scheme of things, it only takes a year and a bit. But that's also a remarkable amount of time for a Picross game. It's kind of annoying that, like, some puzzles are just, like... Well, actually, I don't think there was ever a puzzle that was, like, too big. So if we head over here, there's a volcano. You know. I believe if we use the sword... Yeah. Just throw it into the volcano. It was a terrible sword anyways. Well, yeah, I could have paid $30, but I decided to wing it, and I played the entire game for free. So that's neat. Ah. Yeah, it's pretty alright. I like it. So this this volcano casually just covers up a river. Oh, punch the mic. That is true. You technically don't need to pay anymore. You also don't need to wait anymore. So with that, we can walk across the land there, only to then come across lots of mini demons. Technically, you don't need emulation in order to not pay as well. Like, there's lots of cheeky little things people know you can do that Nintendo and probably other places. Like, for example, did you know that YouTube? This is gonna be a sensitive thing to say in a VOD. Did you know YouTube doesn't like you mentioning Jellyfin? It's just kind of interesting. Like, I don't know. It's like that's the means. Well, not even the means. That's just a tool that you can use to enjoy media. And, yeah, they're like, how dare you? How dare you? Community strike. It was like that one Linus Tech Tips video. And was like, how to de-Googlefy your life. And he made, like, 2 or 3 of them? And it's like... Also, hi. We gotta deal with, regular trolls and ice clouds. I don't trust... either of them, really, actually. So, I'm a bang this one. I mean, we got some solid damage happening now, so... yeah, it's not too bad. But the trolls are gonna hit decently hard, so that's not gonna be the most fun. Just go for a regular heal. But yeah, no, I think these trolls have a fairly decent amount of health, so no joke on them. You can tell they've got a fairly decent amount of health when they took both those hits. All 3 of those hits. Don't kill Rags, I just got here. I just got here, man. But yeah, the one project I have been working on is I've been I have, as of today, exactly 2 weeks before my claims on the SingStar party sets run out, and I am fairly close. But oh boy, it's still like I am finishing. I'm chipping away every morning. I'm like, let's get a handful more songs plotted out and measured and stuff. Because unfortunately, you still have to count the number of phrases in every song in order to because there's no indicator of how many there are, so you can't do like your full combo achievements or 3/4 combo achievements without counting that. Yeah, the cold air is what I'm worried about. But I am up to the Spanish version. I have one deep-rooted fear, which is the Spanish version. One of the values I use to detect that quitting a song. How would I put it? Like when you. So in the first things I said, I actually detected that you finished the song by the song duration hitting the maximum, or this expected maximum value, and it was a little flaky because sometimes the song would just end a frame or two early, and it's like, oh, that doesn't work. So no one's complained to me yet that it's truly broken, but I am worried that it's not the greatest solution. Fortunately with SingStar Party, I found a value that seems to be like an enum or something, so it's able to properly tell me when the song has ended. But unfortunately, ending the song uses the same value as quitting the song. So if you quit the song, it'll attempt to submit the leaderboard when in-game it tries to just go back out to the main menu. And I was like, oh, it's not the end of the world if that submits, because it's well, you were that far in the song anyways. But it'd be nice to maintain the original functionality as best as I can. Yeah, I don't know. It is pretty reliable though, because it's it goes from 0. How do I put it? It's kind of weird. It's it's 0 when you're in the menus, and then it's 1 when you're in the song. Sorry, it's 4 when you're in the song, and then it's 1 when you restart the game. Oh, sorry, retry the song, and suddenly it's now 1. I don't know how to explain it. And then it gets to 2 when you're in the end song screen, or when you quit to the main menu. And that's the thing I try to catch. I'm like, how do you catch that you go to the main menu? And so I try to find another value, and it seems to be this, different. It's like when you go to the pause menu, it's oh, I know that you're on this menu option. It's a bit of a UI field, but it's it does the job. In the Spanish version, that UI field might be the same as another UI element, and I worry that I'm basically picking some element that depends on the language. That's the reason why these values are changing. It's so if I can find something better, that'd be great, but it's not the worst. Because all it just means is that your songs will submit when you... Sorry, your leaderboards will submit when you try to quit the song. Check these out, they're lion heads. Half lion, half head. I don't think they're too bad, though. Oh, apparently they have Firebane, though, which is kind of rough. Especially when 2 of them do it. But then again, the Cloud would do it as well, so... but yeah, the other painful part is that... Well, not the other painful part, but just, I underestimated. Even though I knew... I was like, oh, there's no career mode. It'll be quite straightforward. What I sort of underestimated is that understanding how the game's structure works, it actually was surprisingly a bit different internally, and I don't know where exactly all the logic is exactly going. I did find some very stable values to use for all the scores and stuff, and I mean, it better be good. It better work. It better do what I want it to do. Yeah, I was looking a lot more into, disassembling and really trying to understand it, and I ended up kind of giving up at some point, because I was like, man, this is doing a lot of cake stuff. There's a lot of, code pointers around, or function pointers, where it's just, something dynamically loaded in the ability to do this one thing, and I have no idea where it actually goes to, because it's just it's a function pointer. It's something in memory told it to then run this other part of you know, like, code. And instead of it being the program goes to this and then it goes to this, it just... I don't know, you just gotta guess it. You gotta figure it out in runtime. So that's not fun finding that. Also, some other things I found out. There was a certain very recent version of PCSX2 that when you played songs in the short version, it would proceed to not end the song. It would just continue on in the music video, and then the music video would end, and the song would just kind of stop. Or sorry, the bar would just keep extending. There obviously was a maximum length it was looking for, and I'm actually curious if I could truly find that value, because that would lead to some better rich presents. I'd actually have like the value that they're looking for, and not just the value that I can count of the number of frames of the song. But yeah, for the most part though, once you figure out like the essentials, Thunder Sword, yeah, that's a cool sword, isn't it? I actually think the Thunder Sword is stronger than what I've got, so I should probably be equipping that now, shouldn't I? Also, jewel bag for good monies. Other than making all my characters lost in the fog. And also, he dodges everything. I'm pretty sure Rags is the name of a jewel bag in one game somewhere. Oh, we're never gonna hit him, are we? But yeah, the other thing I underestimated was how much work it is to sort of like context switch between the regional versions. Because I had there you go, not much experience, but 1,000 gold. 1,000 gold. It's good. But yeah, I had underestimated doing the regional set at the same time as the main set, because I had done them separately before. And you spend a fair bit of your time trying to understand the game and try to understand what you can do and how you can design the set. And then you basically go, okay, now I have to do the 30 songs from the main game and now an extra 55 in the regional set. And that's a lot of songs. So when I say I'm on the last version, the Spanish version, 24 of its 30 songs are unique. It's quite a lot of extra content, so much so that was kind of the reason why I'd asked Dev Compliance at the time, like, hey, you know, like, I'm doing both at the same time. I'm aiming to release both. If I cannot get this at the same time, I will just release the English version, because that's done. You can look it up. The unofficial achievements are all just sitting there. I've had them there for a couple of weeks now. I'm all good. But the regional one, I wanted to see if I can nail out at the exact same time. Saves anyone from having to do it, you know. I'm already there. It's the same game. Let's get this lion head out of the way. But yeah, it's because I was originally a little concerned about, you know, how do you do sets for, and yeah, there's another 70 Sing Stars, and this party is not the worst. Party is not the worst one. I'm pretty sure we counted one where I think there were like 70 or 80 songs in the regional set. And I think there's some games later on as well, and they've got the, I think like the chorus mix? Because we start to get into the whole, like, okay, well, you know, what is the set design? So, spoilers on the set design, but I'll describe it. Also, I like how I said the Thunder Sword was amazing, and then I proceeded to not. Yeah, that as well. So, at some point, we'll probably start going, okay, which games are so different, or so unique, because there actually are quite a few there's like, they are just entirely unique, and you might as well just, that's the game on its own. Just got there you go, Thunder Sword. Look at that! Even more damage. Also more damage for Nyx, but I'm actually curious if I can take the Orochi. Well, it's not exactly... Yeah, stick with the zombie sword there. Oh no, there's 20 of them. Almost all of them were on the PS2. It was really only on, for the late PS3, that's when they stopped being PS2. But like, there's like SingStar games from like 2009. Oh, gameplay-wise, maybe. it starts to add up, because I know one of them introduces a rap feature, one of them introduces the party mixes, and I want to say there's something else in the middle as well. Yeah, I was like, oh, there were way more than 3 games full stop, but yeah, yeah, the tricky part with, like, the original set I had was, career mode aside, every single song, it was just 3 achievements. It was like, beat the leaderboard score that they have on easy, beat the leaderboard score that they have on hard, and then get 3/4 of the phrase bonuses, which I detect by counting how many times the phrase bonus score goes up, which is, that's reliable enough. Does the job. These guys really like their cold air, don't they? Also, isn't it weird that it starts off with that Thunder Sword, but it's actually, like, a much deeper dungeon? I'm actually curious how, you know, how much healing I'll have to sort of wing the rest of this dungeon, but we'll, you know, we'll keep going. Rags also has healing, so I can always just rely on that. It's kind of fun seeing Nyx as well get so much health, you know. So I'm pretty sure if we go south from here, we shall find the stairs. So what was west? Oh, this one's actually going to be a bit of a doozy of a fight. But yeah, for party, the one thing I was like, how do I gauge what's going on here? And so the design of the set is, we'll still have the easy and the hard scores like before, but I think 6 of the songs in the English version, and then shockingly, it's 5 songs in the French version out of 11, 1 song in the Italian version, and 1 song in the Spanish version. 24 songs, and only 1 of them has a duet part. And for the duet part, I made both of them or both parts have a streak, or, you know, 3/4 of the phrase bonuses achievement. So that, and also all of them have different leaderboards. Yeah, so they get their own achievement for that one. The hard and the easy score you can get with either part. So, for example, every version of the game has a video Killed the Radio Star, which is really, it's a weird one, because that's not really a duet, that's just got a female part in the chorus. And they also give up at the end. They make the Trevor Horn part do the "You are a radio star." They do that part at the end in the Trevor Horn part. I'm like, that's the one. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, that one, it's like, yeah, easy score, hard score, either part, and then you have to do both with the phrase bonuses. And then that's kind of it. The only other ones I really got, also blade armor. So I think the blade armor would actually be really nice to have on the main character again. There you go. It doesn't seem like it's that much, but the neat part is that it, I think it actually reflects damage. And also, this would be very nice on... There you go. Whoop. Hold on, are you going to equip that, or...? Hold on, what? Tweaking out for a moment. Ah! Yeah, equip that. Yeah. There you go. You can say the OG instincts are party... Yeah. I gotta do some double checking, because I know as well, and it was very odd when doing the very first game, when there was a demo for Germany titled SingStar, but it was clearly based on like the 2009 engine, so it had PS3 features backported onto it, which is very odd. I assume the very late PS2 games also have it. And that would be a 4.0, because the rap parts existed somewhere in the middle. But I haven't booted up every single SingStar preemptively to tell you which ones have which features, so I'm sort of just writing. I don't know, I got no clue. It's a weird demo as well. It's got only 5 songs in it, and you go to the menu, and it's so sad looking. Okay, let's continue on downstairs. That's right, this dungeon just never ends. So I think if we go down all the way to the bottom here, we should find ourselves some holes, you know. Buy a PS3 miss it? Maybe. Yeah, there's some for both, and I don't know if it's like... I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day, yeah, they ended up making... And it actually uses, like, an existing music file format. I don't know if the video is tied to it, but, like, at least the structure of, like, getting the lyrics and the you know, the phrase charting, that's already an existing engine that they sort of leveraged there, so, I remember... sorry, I'd probably say that, like, they're just, you know, write once, compile, what's the term? Write once, read many? The worm principle? Let's see what's up these stairs, that's right! More walking. Oh. Okay, now this puts us at a room. I think we go up these stairs. Oh, these monsters weren't ready for me. Yeah. So we'll get there. Yeah, there's not a lot of songs with duet parts in the regional set, which is kind of interesting and odd. That also probably makes past the mic mode a bit sad. So yeah. I did do one fancy thing, which is, as well, I've got in the rich presence, if you enter past the mic mode, I actually properly show the score on that one. I found it! I was like, ah, oh, there it is! So, that's fun. As well as also, yeah, if you're in, I guess, regular duet mode, I'd just show the score. Although I don't have, 2-player mode counted for, like, you know, I know that you're in the mode. You can't unlock achievements in 2-player mode. Also, the menial work for, well, yeah, it is a lot of menial work. I wish I had a better routine of dumping the videos, because I currently wing it. I just try to screenshot as best as I can. Also, hi there. Hell no, more like hell no. They shouldn't be too bad. I mean, we're hitting them with melee attacks all the time now. That seems to be the strat. Yeah, there you go. They're not too bad. But I think they will hit kind of... Oh, they do attack twice, and paralyzing is kind of annoying. Yeah, it's the busy work of doing all the stuff. I think, plotting out... Because, like, my retro achievement script for the regional set, it's like a 2,200... and it'll probably hit 3,000 line, just JSON blob of just stuff happening. Because I needed to find every single song that appears in all of these games. I think we gotta go down from here as well. It's a weird layout, but we'll get there. Oh boy, this is gonna be a fight for the ages, right here. But yeah, cause it's not just, oh, you know, like, this version's only got 6 unique songs, we just do achievements for those. It's mostly that. But then, you've got to go, oh, but the rich presence needs to know that the player is playing any of those other songs, which all have different IDs, and yeah, you got to go out of your way to at least catalog that is, you know, what's the song, what's the ID, which part are you singing if it's got multiple parts. Yeah, it adds up. It definitely is a fair bit of time, and coughing. I think when anyone gets to do the the versions of the game, or versions of SingStar that have 9 different regional variants, good luck. Also, especially the ones that have to use a US version, because at least you get the saving grace of there's only a you know, PAL versions, so everything is 50 Hz, which at least makes your logic somewhat simple. But this is getting a little out of hand, so we're gonna hope that Nyx can grab a kill right here. There we go, that's good. The paralyzing gas is very irritating. Oh my gosh. As well as the double attacks. I'm not enjoying the double attacks here. We're almost at the end as well. You can't deny me. We're almost at the end. Could use that Sage's Stone or something. We could numb off. Numb off. All that magic going away. Who else needs healing? You need healing. You might need double healing. I looked it up as well. There's the heal all, which is you know, as it says, it heals all, is unlocked at level 30 for the cleric. Which to me seems a bit ages away, because it's just like, I don't know, what level am I? 24? We'll get to 30. We'll get to 30 in due time, but it's still a bit, you know, it's getting close. Yeah, hit him back. Hit him back. Yeah, I'm really running out of healing on this one, though, I'll tell ya. We'll get there. But yeah, so hopefully I'll have the set out before the claims expire, but I'm pretty hopeful I do. The one I hope rapping parts are added in SingStar Pop. I mean, that's only the third game, is it not? I need to actually write down the release orders as well. Maybe I should. Maybe I should, like, just do a big chart of here's all the SingStars, here's all their songs, and here's all the, you know, the different, you know, release dates, just to line up. And then someone's gonna be, why did you count Live in La Vida Loca twice? And I'm like, cause it's in Spanish, in the Spanish version. No one has called me up on that, so I assume that that makes sense to everyone, but... at some point I'm running. I'm not dealing with that, man. Sometimes I fight every fight, and sometimes I got places to be. This is a fight I can have. They got their cute little forks. That's very cute, so... Anyways, we'll be mostly done with SingStar, and then I'm taking a bit of a... I know I haven't really done that many sets, because like I claimed, I did what was the last one I did? I did the Chorokyu Holiday Puzzle, and I'm really not proud of that one. I don't know. I couldn't understand it. Because I'd have the weird thing where it's like the game itself just doesn't, like, end. Doesn't finish. So I'm like, what's the time limit? What's the risk? The time limit is me and how long it takes me to solve the puzzle. A number of PlayStation 2 titles offered additional gameplay features. The duet mode added in SingStar Play was described as hit and miss, with some songs split into fun bits and boring bits. Oh, exactly, yeah. The rapping segments in SingStar Pop described as the hardest parts of the entire game. Also, medleys. Yeah, medleys is the thing I'm looking for, so... anyway, well, we've ended up here. There's a shrine. We can say hi to the shrine. Hello. Incredible, you made it here. You must take this silver orb. There you go. We did it. We finally got the silver orb. That's your reward. So, now we got the silver orb. I mean, we have to. Okay, also, for reference, we are Right in the middle of Africa. But I don't think there's anything we can do here. They added rap in the 3rd main game. The more you know. Yeah, there's really nothing you can do here, so... Also, I should probably get out of here. Because these are endgame fellas. Or I'm able to actually take them out now. They're not hitting too hard. It's just there's 4 of them, so I don't know. And the sweet breath is probably a bit annoying. Okay, please let me run. Thank you. Okay, let's get the heck out of Dodge. Let's go back to, let's go to Edinburgh. I'm gonna stop at... Actually, we're not gonna stop at the inn. Not stopping the stream, we're only an hour and a half in. And we finally got an orb. There we go. Take the boat. And we're heading west yet again, because there is clearly only 1 orb left. We got 5 out of 6 orbs. The only orb left is at this town. And they wouldn't give it to me for some reason. We're getting somewhat close to the end. Because, I mean, you know, the 6 orbs, that's the big collecty quests. I'm so high, wow. There we go. Alright, we got all the orbs. What am I missing here? Still got a long way to go. He's just gonna keep saying that. What am I missing here? What? People will get hurt out of exhaustion. Let's see, are any other cheeky little thing? He's got his little party. Oh, the old Cooter's out. Okay, sure. That's just chilling there. We've been in there already. And they got the weird little notch there. They got the inn. I don't think there's any one I've not really talked to here, right? This guy just tells you about the cave. We've already talked to everyone here. This guy is the armor shop. It's the top of the town, so there's nothing really up there. There's the inn. I don't think there's anything that we've really missed. So unless there's something at nighttime that I'm just completely glazing over. So there's the inn. I always keep, you know, just casually sleeping at the inn. This person's sleeping. I get the feeling that I need to go in here, but he just says move along and he's sleeping. And he's just saying, oh, you know, like... I got the... Oh! Yeah, I probably just missed these guys this whole time. Yeah, I did. Violence if it comes to it. But that's rather extreme.
But if things aren't changed...
Ah. 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 Yeah, I can't believe I walk past this all the time. Polo's ways are too much. We can't take it anymore. We don't have a choice but to start a revolution. You can't stop us. We'll do what we vow to do.
You must never tell anyone what you've heard from us.
Get that one guy with the minion filter. Anyways, I'm gonna sleep on those thoughts. And, we'll see. We'll see what happens. The answer is, nothing, actually. Because you have to walk outside and come back. That's what I feel. There you go. This is the town of Poloberg. But it's no longer only Polo's town. You know what that means? They still charge the same at the end. Does he sell anything too fancy, or nah, it's the same? Oh, snap, he's got this dragon sword, though. Woo! This would be very nice to have. Dragon shield is also pretty cool. Angel robe. This is magic thingy. Dragon thing would be nice. I feel like the shield would be great for defense. I don't know. Part of me feels like, do I just want to kill things quicker? Because, like, especially, you know, the shield's for the two characters who have so much health now. The fool is no longer here. Yeah, we can go inside and, a revolution started finally. Polo now in jail. Just terrible. I'm a soldier hired by the town. Outsiders are to leave immediately. So, yeah, think about it. Yeah, Polo's time was better than this. This is the jail. It was built by Polo to imprison wrongdoers. How ironic is it that the builder is the prisoner? So, did you suspect that Polo would end up here? It's me, Polo. Everything I did, I thought was for the good of the people, but this is how it turned out. Oh yeah, please go to my manor and check behind my chair. I'm gonna stay here a while longer and reflect on my mistakes. The townspeople will eventually forgive me. When that time comes, please come see me. I thought there were actually a bunch of spin-offs released between Party and Pop, but Pop is... yeah, Pop is literally game number 3. I remember that original run. Regular one, Party, Pop, 80s, Rocks. I remember that run, and then it was all over afterwards. Possibly. It is interesting that they iterated on it so quickly, because, like, SingStar Party came out the same year as the original SingStar. It was like 6 months later, and they're like, oh, okay, we've got a franchise on our hands, let's milk it. This is the Children's Singing Contest Hall. If you have some time coming... The Children's Singing Contest Hall? I'm a little nervous. Turn around. Something to drink for you? Ale? Sorry, we don't have anything that strong. Wholesome town all of a sudden. Kids can be darn good these days. Yeah, Pop was 2005. I have been referring to Redump a lot for, yeah, best ability for the release dates and things like that. So... yeah. So anyway, that's the town. That's all there. Handed stuff twice in a row, and then they loot like... Well, that's how it do be. So, now... we can, let's return to, let's go to Baharata. And let's have a save, because... They save there. Is it Baharata? Sorry? Not Baharata. To, get the Dharma. There's one off. There's one off there. Let's have a nice snooze at this inn. The better inn. The one that doesn't charge me so much. Part of me feels I should just bank my money. So that I'm just building stuff as opposed to losing it all every single time I die. But then I'm saving, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so anyway, after seeing Star Party, I'll probably take like a bit of a rest, just because I feel like I really want to do some programming stuff that isn't retro achievements, and that and work definitely drags you down in terms of like doing lots of programming, so I'll definitely come back into it. Maybe if they're doing, you know, those are the rumors of the roll... Rumors? Maybe? I still don't know what console they're doing. I don't think they've actually told anyone outside of, like, internal staff, so not even devs. I just keep joking, the next retro console is the Switch 2, right? If all the spin-offs are just 3.0, yeah, exactly. If all the games are the same, they'll make it easier. And I'm honestly expecting most of them to be the same as SingStar Party, so I'm not expecting anything too weird. I think we just start sailing. So there's a couple of places we haven't seen, particularly Antarctica's chilling down there. That's a pun. Yeah, I don't want to binge SingStar constantly, because, It's a lot of busy work, and honestly, not a lot of, like... Yeah... June 6th... What? Wait, hold on. What's the date now? Yeah, no, I don't... I mean, if you did, I didn't look it up, so I don't know off the top of my head. If it is DOS, I have absolutely no insight, by the way, but I know that there's clearly been a lot of back-end work to get DOS ready, so if it is DOS, I would actually love to jump onto that, so I'll definitely say my rule of thumb is not hard locked in there, but yeah, I would like to do some personal stuff. I have a real kind of interest in the Steam Next Fest happen. Wii, 3DS, DOS, Commodore 64, ZX Spectrum, and TI-83. Ah, gosh. Throat. I feel like Wii back-to-back with GameCube would be like double dipping. But it's also a very natural pick, because like the console is right there. You don't have to think about it. 3DS, I worry about because of the whole Citra takedown. Was it Citra? That they were taken out at the same time as Ryujinx and Yuzu? Pretty sure. So I'm like, I'm not 100% confident in like... As a... Oh yeah. I mean, the thing is that, like, you know, you can take down the emulator, but it's like cutting the Hydra head. It's like everyone's... You know, the source code is there. When, what was it? Simu? The Wii U emulator? Because that was all closed source, and when Nintendo went after that, it's like, oh, that's actually lost effort there. Yeah, I saw that one. I do wish that there was a bit of... Oh, Simu... Oh, okay, that's neat. But yeah, I do remember, like, when that was taken down, I was like, yep, cool. Now it's gone, so... not as in cool now it's gone, as in, like, this is kind of the brittleness of closed source. Unless you want to just leak all your source code, but I feel like making it closed source means you are accountable to the release of the source code, so when it comes out, it's like, well, it's clearly on you. You can't backpedal that, so... yeah. I'd also like to do Colin McRae 2005, but what I'd really want to do, and this is a nice little segue, during the Summer Games Fest, there was the Steam Next Fest. A bunch of, you know, tons of game demos celebrated. I am very impressed that so many game devs have gone out of their way to release demos of games, even games that are, like, not even out this year. There you go, check it out, just here in Antarctica, you get this little shrine here. But this is the one! This is the one where you put the, you know, all your thingies. And you touch this egg. What a nice warm egg. Do I have to use every single orb in my inventory? Silver orb. I do. Clear some inventory space. Oh, the Citra, Ryujinx, and Yuzu were all open source. That is true. At least they don't care about where they are. I think. Probably not. Placing them all down. The only big closed source is Big P Emu for Jaguar and Jaguar CD. That is true that there's no Jaguar support, and that's probably... Oh, they disallow it from being open. Is the Jaguar really, like, that much of a closed secret that they can't tell us how it works now? They're like, nah, you know, we have to prevent people from playing that one game where you learn how to fly. Or at least asks you where you learned how to fly. The Jaguar, so, oh! Wait, so the Jaguar's open source, but the emulator's closed source. We have waited so long for this day to come. Let us pray. The time has come for you to rise. The sky is yours. Rise! Take flight! That's right! Meowth, that's right. It's a Togepi. He is a flappy boy, I'll tell you that. Oh, you know, you tuck the wings in tight. Eggs are really cramped. Also, think about it. It's like the baby was due 28 years ago. You know what I mean? It's like, couldn't come out because I didn't have the orbs in place. The legendary bird Lamia. Lamia is like a snake, isn't it? Is the god's disciple. Only the pure of soul may ride it. Lamia is waiting for you. Go outside and see. There we go. So now we have a chicken. And we can get on the chicken. And this is now our flying mount, because every game needs to have a flying mount. So that's cool. And the main reason why you want this flying mount is we can now finally go to... Hold on. We can go... So this was where we were just then, this cave. Isn't that a long cave just to get here? But like, check this out. We've got like 2 different kind of parts here. So if we go... Oh. Let's see if we can land it. Here we go. By the way, the dev of Big P Emu says he's gone out of his way to add scripting to the emulator so that Shiva support. He just doesn't want to add himself. That's fair. But yeah, this is the big castle, by the way. This is Baramos' castle. I have completely forgotten the layout of this place, but we'll figure it out. And he does have enemies, because of course he does. But there are also lion heads. Like, it's like, oh, it's not too bad. So anyway, so we'll try our best to get through here, but you know, we'll see how we go. But like, we've done it. We've done the big quest. You know, this is where we go now. I will say it is quite natural to you know, go around and have all these different quests and sort of all converge on collecting the also evil mage. Have them all converge on collecting all these orbs. It's very freeform. There's things like having that town is like, oh, you wouldn't even expect that. That's actually like, you know, a proper main part of the story, but it totally is. I hate Blizzard. I hate Blizzard. Oh snap! I'm gonna get absolutely railed by these fellas. Oh jeez. That didn't play out the way I wanted it to. Oh boy. Okay, that's just spewing fire, which is also not fun. Me holds onto the money. Oh, I'm not gonna lose it that quickly. No, we didn't lose it. We didn't lose it. Because I've got a return, or I've got a... There you go. Or can I just cast return from here? Yeah, okay. I'm technically outside right now, so... We didn't lose the money. So... Yeah, that kind of kicked my butt. I think it is the best place to get experience still, so we sort of need to throw ourselves at this dungeon anyways. We'll get there. We'll get there. Oh, surely you jest. Yeah, am I playing anything interesting? Oh yeah, the Steam Next Fest, I mentioned that. So, I played a bunch of demos over the past, like, few days. And, I do appreciate that there's a lot of games with demos. Some of them are much more quality than others. But certainly, not a lot of them really I'd want to buy the games. I'm like, yeah, I get it. Or they're weird showings, like, there were quite a few where it's like, here is the tutorial of the game. Aero Machina. I'll give that one a check, yeah. But yeah, like, there's a bunch where it's just like, this is not really ready for prime time, or the tutorial is not the most interesting part of the game. I did play one, and I forgot if it's already out, but it's a game called Mars Attracts. They made a theme park game based on Mars Attacks? The 1996 movie? It's a very interesting, like, pick a franchises there. I thought that was kind of interesting there. But I actually kind of like the theme park genre just in general, and Morris Protocol. I always like my theme park games, and I especially like just, you know, unabashedly old. Like, this sort of feels like it's just Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 again. Except without the crazy cool rides, but it's wild enough. It's wacky. I like it. But yeah, no, I played a bunch, and like some clicker ones. There was the one, what was it, Ball X Pit? That's another Devolver one. It's a roguelike, which, wow, okay. I wasn't paying attention, but oh, you know why I wasn't paying attention? Because I didn't go to the inn. Well, let's just look at this room. Well, yeah, that sums it up. Can I not? Can I not leave from down here? Oh. Yeah, it's definitely a bunch where it's like, it's neat concepts, but I'm not too sure if the demo exactly, like, sells it to me in quite the right way, which is a bit odd. I'm gonna see if I can just... I should have cast outside from right here and just seen if I could. The secret to losing all your money is, running away from fights and forgetting to wait at the inn. I'll just say Phantasy Star 4, you know? You sleep at the inn, or your characters revive. Yeah, can I cast Return from down? Oh, I can! Okay. That could have saved me a fight. Just one, but still. Disciples of Divinity. I must ask for all of your money. Nom 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 nom. Oh, we'll get there. But the one thing I do appreciate about the Steam Next Fest is that it kind of inspires me a little bit more. I've always had a very soft dream of actually having a video game of my own that I could be very, very proud of. And people can go back through the archives and see maybe ages ago, I tried that for a hot moment. I didn't sleep at the inn again. I caught myself this time. I was like, oh, yeah. Yeah, I was like, Ed's got 31 health. But yeah, I sort of really soft want to, like, get my feet wet and, like, really understand it more. Because back then, I didn't know what I was doing. And now it's like, oh, like, I've modded games, I've done the retro achievements, like memory digging through games, I've got an understanding about how things go. Did you see the retro achievements PR concern? No, I didn't, no. You're gonna have to be a bit more specific with me on that one. I'm like, Nintendo 64, Nintendo Schmix-64. I assume it was something about different emulators that had, yeah, different emulators had different address ranges. And so, I don't know the specifics of that PR, but yeah, in theory, you know, the same thing I've complained about a bunch. It's like, well, the memory address mapping is a very arbitrary mapping. It's fine if every mapping is consistent across all emulators. Also, this is the reason why I'm really, well, not why I'm really here, because I still have to be here, but we got metables. They're cool. They're metal, the liquid metal slimes in later games. Unfortunately, I think they flee more often than regular metal slimes, and they've got a little more health. But, oh boy, the prize for winning, the prize for beating them would be great. Yeah, 3 of them fled. Wow. We got 3 damage. Stone Man's gonna be a little mean, but hey, you know, stick it through. Ah, dang it. Oh well. I'm gonna look up how much experience they give because it's a bit. The answer is a metal slime would give. Is that experience? Achievement sets will not work out of the box. Oh. So, things using the new... Okay. Also, I got Snowstorm. Very nice. So, metal slimes would give 4,140 experience. Liquid metal slimes here, the metables, if you will, 40,200, apparently. Now, granted, that is split across all 4 party members, so they only get 10,000 each, but still, it's like 10 times more than the regular metal slimes. It's absolutely absurd. Also, I just keep, like, ending up, you know, just outside the castle. There's nothing to see out there. Oh, there's more of them! But there's also an evil mage. Oh, it's a tough bet. I don't trust the evil mage living, so I am going to take him out. Surprised that they make such a PR considering how much work. I mean, it's got to happen at some point. There is the gentle solution would be to provide versioning into achievements, or sorry, into your achievement sets, and then that way, then you can. I think he's going to run probably. If he stays and fights, this would be incredible. But yeah, no. I was like, no way is he staying for that one. 672 experience should indicate though that like these enemies are still giving thousands of experience. We've caught up a decent bit. So yeah, I guess yeah, check out that PR to know what's going on, because yeah, so I don't know. I should really get I don't know. I've just downloaded Godot because I always hear that like Unity sort of. Especially Unity went off the deep end when they had that, the fun, every license is 10 or 20 cents, I forgot how much it was, and then also, like, total sales. It was just like, this absolutely crushes people who don't make money. Currently neither the Mupen 64 Plus Next nor the Parallel N64 Core expose a memory map, so we just grab the Retro System RAM chunk and chunk it up to RD RAM. Plus... Gonna expose the memory. Oh, okay. So they're gonna do what they've got already. Plus, also it's at this arbitrarily high address. I mean, it makes sense that like this is how it kind of works. And honestly, like, I feel like adding a proper version to achievements would help out, but. And yeah, how do you specify it? There's a lot to it, and I think the strategy needs to be very well, you know, I guess documented, and how is it going to go, and obviously, like, people who are in the middle of working on stuff is like, well, how do they support both? Do you get emulators to support both? Maybe. The emulator should support, like, a raw conversion. Once clients uptake this PR, they'll be able to use the updated core. They can still see the updated core, as we don't care about the addresses unless the memory map is exposed. Breakage comes in using the updated core on all the clients. That's fair. Yeah, wow, they are definitely kicking my butt here. That's okay. We're not going to attack with a healer. We're going to make sure that this is a one fight. Yeah, these Stonemans, they don't mess around, but it's good comfy experience when you do get them. There we go. Yeah, hitting hard isn't fun. I'll tell you that. I wonder if this might help with the swizzling. They're comfortable with this. It might, actually. But the swizzling is a little bit different to the mapping, so I feel like in the same way as you'd need like versioning to handle like, oh, you know, when I guess an achievement set works off of this version, then that means the emulator must have implemented that version or something like that. I would have thought there's something up here. So swizzling would probably be a similar thing where you would need to specify that your emulator swizzles or not swizzles. You could hard code it, but I don't know if anyone would trust that. So yeah, so I've downloaded Godot, and the goal is we're going to try and gradually, over time, chip away at, air quotes, recreating Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo is a big game, but when you think about it, it's very much a meta game. Like, most of what makes Gran Turismo amazing is a very solid driving game with a lot of fun variety in, like, generalizing cars out into parameters, basically. It's a bit gutsy kind of saying on there. But, like, when you think about it, it's like, yeah, like, it's just like, this is a city car, this is a, you know, a race car, this is a rally car, and as long as, you know, they all feel fun, then that's kind of the goal, is just having different kinds of cars feel alright. Then, you multiply the heck out of the number of cars and the number of tracks you have on hand, because that's, I mean, that's your goal, right? That's what makes Gran Turismo great. I don't know if I don't have a modeling capability. I've got maybe a bit of a feel for like what would be a cool track design, but I need to develop that skill before I can really, like, you know, cement that. I also have no idea how to make cars look like cars, so. Also, not real cars, because I don't have any capability of licensing anything real, but, you know, again, it's like, the core of the game is the important part, and I think there's a lot of games that showed up in that Steam Next Fest that it's like, they didn't nail a core, or they didn't show a core of the game. Especially, yeah, the ones where it's like, oh, here's the tutorial, and it's like, what makes your game more than just, like, a very standard one for the genre? And, ultimately, yeah, the car driving game needs to have fun driving cars. All the stuff around it, so the variety of its tracks and the variety of, you know, like, the different cars is a bit more on top of that. They can't all be well, that is true, but I do find that it's like, man, you know, like, there are a lot where it's like, this is... Oh, snap, I do have to fight these ice dragons. Okay. I'm curious if, ice dragons hate Infernos. I don't know, maybe I'm a bit critical. Honestly, I don't think I can do it better today. But, I don't know, like, if I chip at it, and I dedicate myself towards, like, really going for it, maybe I'll have something to show. Maybe I'll be like, oh my gosh, I actually, like, made a game for once. Doing it in Godot also, I guess, forces me to not, I guess, you know, go all Unreal Engine, motion blurry kind of stuff on it, because it doesn't need to. Again, like, I keep thinking Infernos is the fire one. But I also find, like, yeah, there's a bunch of games that sort of, like, how would I put it? They tout a retro or a PS1 style aesthetic or a voxel aesthetic, and then it's like there is so much like dynamic shadows and other kinds of stuff that's just the aesthetic is all over the place. It's like it's a range of technologies. The voxel stuff should be maybe a bit more of a stylistic choice than people exactly use it for. I don't know. And so I always feel a little odd at times seeing voxel stuff or anything like that. Okay, so... I don't know. Not to say every game I played was like that, but... I did play a couple months ago Proteus, and I really liked Proteus from an aesthetic standpoint. I think they nailed it with this kind of like it's got lighting on the enemies, but it still kind of does the whole enemies are only sprites visible from 8 directions kind of look. But it secretly is using models, which I thought was neat. Yeah. So maybe Morris Protocol is the natural evolution to what I liked about Proteus. Someone looked at that and went, I was like, oh, let's do that. Ah, door. There we go. Cheeky door. Then we go up the stairs. And now we're on the roof. I think it's a roof. Oh! I'm going for the metal. Never mind, he flees right away. We might get one day, but like that's the enemy. This is the one to grind. You just chill here. I mean, it is the end of the game, so you might as well. Rags is paralyzed, but he seems to be stricken by me, cause I just killed him dead. But he's a skeleton, he's dead anyway. I'll give it a go later, yeah. I was like, did he already cure himself of paralysis out of that one? Yeah, so, I'll keep giving it a go, but ultimately all I need is, a car driving model that feels fun. And then start to parameterize it. See if you can go, hey, you know, when the turning changes, like, can I make different kinds of classes of cars? Can I make some things where it's like, if I expose these as settings to a user, does it make sense for them to tweak it? And does it feel right when they tweak it? Like, that's the kind of thing I really want to build up first. And I think there's a lot of games where they don't get the incremental goal. They don't get that. And so once you get... I was like, oh, it's like, which song did I sing just then? Also, do I have safe passage? I got repel. Step guard, that's the one. So glad we've got that now. Just can't believe they've thrown this at me already. Let's see, stairs. More stairs right there. What's down here? More stairs. Want you back. This seems like a pedestal for something. But I can't explain it. This also seems like a pedestal, but there's stairs here, so... Ah! The same encounter, yet again! The same outcome, yet again! So, I will do periodic status updates if I have them. I'll put them on the Fedi, and we'll try and gauge what's going on there. I found a tutorial that, air quotes, says it's like, oh, you know, we're gonna make a game similar to Need for Speed 2. And I'm like, Need for Speed 2 is a good target. Because, again, so many games overshoot. Like, I got a mate who doesn't know how to make games, and bless her heart, but it's like, yeah, she wanted to make, like, a World of Warcraft scale game, and I'm like, not for game number 1, and not for Retro City. Yeah, Retro City Rampage would be alright. I think the thing for me is that it's very easy, and especially nowadays, a lot of people have a lot of experience with various games, and there's so many games out there that's like, you could probably have experience with tons of them. But certainly, I feel like you need to have played a lot of games in order to, or at least have a lot of love for very specific games in order to really know what makes them tick and what really, you know, I guess works a lot. Also, the nice thing about a driving game is that the iterating is super early on. You don't really need to iterate that much in the late stages. Where are we going? Ah! Look at this guy chilling here. Well, of course he's just a corpse. This is a very funky room, isn't it? Let's get that step guard yet again. Oops. Carson beat on me. Ah. I guess the other thing that also like half inspired me was I think I saw some posts talking about Undertale. And Undertale is 10 years old, by the way. You feel old yet? It's 10 years old. But the interesting thing about Undertale is that it is very, very much written... It's almost 10, yes. It is very, very much a game written by a very passionate guy. And he did what was necessary to make the game work. And what is underneath is not exactly the prettiest thing in the world. But you know what? Games are often very one and done. I actually had a mutual on my timeline talk about how games as a service games should actually like be single player games, and not necessarily that like, you know, you actually make them a service, but rather, I believe this is it, by the way. Yeah, oh, snap, there he is. Yeah, I'm not final boss ready, I tell you. I'm too young to die. So we'll sort of keep chilling around. We'll get a couple more levels, and then maybe some metal slimes will wander into my face. I think I also missed a ton of 4-hour stream. No, it's not a 4-hour stream. Also, when I say it's the end of the game, it's not really the end of the game. There's a little bit of a fake out ending here, so we'll I'll spoil you there, but it's not quite there. I will give him a shot, though, before the end of the stream. I will definitely have a crack at him. But yeah, he's a tricky guy, because he's got a lot of health, and he also attacks everyone quite a bunch. The speedrun of 2 Worlds. Oh, it's probably been ages since I, like, remembered anything about 2 Worlds. 2 Worlds is always a great, like, meme game, though. Whoops. How much damage does that floor do? Too much. I do remember the glitch showcases, though, for 2 Worlds. They're always good fun. You talk to the bald guy. Oh, sorry, to the bad guy. He could be bald as well. At the beginning of the game, next to the starting village, just copy the entity they use for the final boss fight. Clearly, oh, so you just kill that guy and the game ends. How did they manage to ship the game like that? That's what I feel. It's like, that's the other thing. Not to say that the games in the next fest exactly had like tons of bugs. Although I did have ones where it was just like simple things. Like, multiple games I played. In the settings menu, they have resolution. They didn't pick the right screen resolution by default, but, you know, whatever. As you change it, it changes the screen resolution every time you click left and right. That is a bit of a cardinal sin. I didn't like that. Other games as well. Okay, so they made it so attacking NPCs and villagers as badly as they'll swarm you and think... I think they're immortal. So you do it by talking to them, attacking them, running and positioning yourself. So the AoE of his fireballs hits a villager. Oh, so you get a... so you get some infighting going on. Other ones, like sliders, where it's like the leftmost setting on the slider is actually like the greatest setting. That happened quite a bunch. But not, like... And then sometimes, like, the second setting was like just, you know, a low setting. So it's just like, why is, you know... Say, for example, like frame limit. It's like, frame limit shouldn't be off 30, 60. It's like, it should be 30, 60, whatever, off. Off should be at the high end, because it's the highest frame rate. I'm feeling the snowstorm on this one. He kills you, you respawn, he gets murdered. You have to do it. It's so bizarre that they've got that just chilling there. mind, I'm about to lose my spells. I don't know. Basically, the speedrun is just running there as fast as possible, with the most exciting part being if you time a fence jump correctly to skip the animation or lose 1 second. That's kind of wild that, like... Yeah, speedruns like that are always... I mean, they're impressive, but then it's also like, yeah, at what point is it just like, it's, you know, you're not showing off the game. What's the highest FPS monitor? I believe we have 600 Hz monitors right now. In theory, CRTs are like infinite refresh rate, if you can drive them fast enough. But I think the problem is they get very dark as you make them faster, and that's the issue. That's actually the fun technical like reason why monitors don't get faster anyways, because they do get darker. We have the working example of the final boss just being in the world. Yeah, Breath of the Wild's a good one for that one. And you do get some fun like speedrun strats in that game with people just, you know, launching themselves with a rock and flying straight towards the castle like it's Shrek, you know, like... I want to get those chests. I really want those chests. No bull cutscenes for where you get defeated. Exactly, yeah. What would be the highest you can get before incurring and diminishing return? Well, I guess, in theory, with refresh rates, it's probably... I don't know if it's like... quadratic, as in every doubling feels like the same kind of improvement. I've personally not experienced... I've only experienced 240 once, and given that we've got 600, I'm like, hey, I would really like to know what 600 feels like. Because, like, that could be incredible. It's like, wow, it's 4 times faster than my monitor, which is twice as fast as, you know, like 60, which is 2.5 times faster than most movies. You know what I mean? Like, there's something kind of unfathomable to it. It's like, yeah, it's like 20 times faster than movies. I think most people won't go to beat the final boss immediately. Well, yeah, exactly. But, like, I like the idea of being able to go out and, you know, like, take on a challenge because it's there and because you can kind of do it. And I know it's weird of me because, like, I don't play a lot of open world games, so it's like, oh, you know, that doesn't happen too often. I always say to my mates, they're talking about, like, buying hardware, especially with end of financial year sales coming up, or now, and, also RIP M-Wave. I just want to mention M-Wave is, like, liquidating. Or, no, what is it? Voluntary insolvency? There's some specific term, there's an article for it. M-Wave are a computer store, and they're one of the better well-known ones. And I really like them because they have, more networking gear than the typical store. So I've shopped with them a few times. They're not too bad. Like, in Australia, I think... Hold on, like... Hold on, I can give you a price point right now. They're pretty... How would I put it? They're kind of expensive, but they're not, like, so ridiculously expensive that... There you go. 1,800 Australian dollars. So pretty much around, like, 1,200 US. It's a lot of money, but... I've seen way worse monitors. Monitors that are color calibrated are usually insanely terrible, like for price-wise. But they are an absolute necessity because you kind of need it. You need to have monitors that have gone through the rigorous... this is a, I believe it's probably 1080p. Probably. Most likely. Yeah, it's 1080p. Yeah. That seems to be the default for anything too high refresh rate. I do know of the ones where it's, 1080p 360 and 4K 180. Like as a, you know, you can switch between the two resolutions. Arbitrary gate card. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, 1080p but 600 Hz. I mean, like, if you're playing at 600 Hz, you're probably, you know, playing Counter-Strike in 4:3 resolution as well, so... There's a lot of games that don't even, like, you know, above 200. A wizard ring. This is actually kind of neat to just sort of give you another one there. A demon axe. This is actually, I think, this is actually really nice to have for, Who held on to that demon axe? Here you go. Yeah, jeez. Is this a cursed item? Let me just double check that it's cursed before I attempt to equip it there. Da, 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 da. No, I think it's fine. Yeah. That's some good stuff right there. Hi, you want to equip it again? There we go. This doesn't seem very fun to equip though. But yeah, I have a friend who really notices the tiniest details. I am super, like, sensitive to lots of visual artifacts in games. There's so many where it's like, especially lots of new ones, it's like texture popping is always the easy one, but things like screen space reflections, I just call out every single time. It shows up so much in so many games. That the blue chip was so heavy you thought the monitor at work was broken because it was so yellow tinted. Yeah, I don't know what's like real colors, and monitors as well sometimes can like change color over time, which is always a bit of a doozy. So you just need to know. You need to know what you're looking for. But yeah, no, I don't know. Mine are pretty neat. I got two Dell G3223Qs a while ago because they were dirt cheap. They were like 600 Australian. They're a third of the price of. That's not dirt cheap for a monitor. That's a fair bit, and two of them is also a bit. But like, oh, Rags has nearly just killed in one go. The most FPS monitors, the most FPS camera. Oh, wait, there's insane FPS cameras as well. I'm pretty sure we've had like. What was it was like a real like old school classic video, but the 3,000 the 300,000 like FPS camera, and it was like, yeah, this like films so much data. It's like several, yeah, it was like several tens of gigabytes in a second. It was like basically maxing out the RAM right there. After all, you can slow down a recording to show all the frames. Hold on. Fastest video camera. We just invented the world's fastest camera. What is the techradar.com? Give me a fast camera. I don't actually know my cameras, and I know most of the magic is lenses is the secret. I know my character's dying. It's kind of irritating, especially with the paralysis there. But you know what that means? More experience. Well, I guess I actually can buy the shields, can I? Let's go to Dharma. Let's fix our characters up. Part of me feels like I don't even need to warp anymore, because I'll just take the bird everywhere. Enemies don't attack you in the air, I believe, so. I must ask for a small donation. Also, in the list of best cameras, they have a DJI Mavic 4 Pro, which is a drone. And I guess they're trying to target so many categories. It's like when someone says, what is the best camera? It's like, well, what are you using? Because someone might say an iPhone out there, and it's like, well, an iPhone is a different purpose, but... Yeah, no, I'm not, I'm very not camera savvy. I'm also somewhat not phone savvy anymore. I used to sort of know a bit more, and now it's just like, I'm still rocking a, currently 4-year-old... Is it 4? I think it's only 3, but I'm gonna keep riding it for a bit. A Samsung... Sorry, Motorola G9 Plus. I don't know why I had Samsung on the brain. Actually, it might be 4 years old about now. And it does what I need it to do. And the battery is large enough and the processor is weak enough that it lasts for quite a bit of time. Don't play games on it, but it does okay. And I'll basically keep using it until the battery is very flat or starts expanding again, because they always keep doing that to me. Where are we going? We're going to Newtown because I need to buy the shields. And also figure out if maybe there's something more useful for my characters. Or we can sweep the boss, one of the two. There we go. Just heading off here. And then it hit nighttime and I was like, ugh. The shop's closed, I gotta spend more money. Will you stay? Yeah, sure. But yeah, no, monitors are an insane kind of space right now, and we're now getting into this fun period where it's like, oh my gosh. I think you used to always like have the ability to excel at one thing on a monitor, so whether it was high refresh or high resolution or like good color, now it seems you're able to get two very easily. Which two, it's up to you, but definitely you can get some real like high resolution monitors that also have colors, or high resolution monitors that also have frame rate swaps, or very high frame rate monitors that can sometimes do color, although that's a bit of a weird use case. There we go. We got some dragon shields. Protects you from the dragon quest. The dragon slayer weapon might be okay as well for, well, I guess killing dragons, but we don't have to kill a dragon at the moment. I feel like that should be the clue that it's not the end of the game as well, because it's like, oh, you haven't killed a dragon. What do you mean? It's called Dragon Quest. You gotta kill a dragon. This would have been quicker if I went the other way, but it's kind of fun sailing across the world in this thing. If this was a SNES game, you could imagine the Mode 7 kicks in right now as well. But yeah, no, those end of financial year sales are neat, but unfortunately, yeah, I don't think there's really... I mean, there's some things okay to buy, but... I did see the 5950X is very cheap on Amazon Germany again, so anyone looking to slam out a very nice home server, you can't go much better than that. Okay, we need to get one of these guys. We need to get one of these. Okay. He's faking it until he's making it. That's not the phrase at all, but... Alright, we're on one hit. I don't know how much health they have. I think it's like 5 actually. It's like 1 more than the previous ones. Or it's 6. These ghosts can definitely kill me in one go as well, which is going to be a little annoying. There it is. Yeah, that's, yeah. Just keep going for it. Okay. That is kind of annoying. So, like, yeah, it's like, oh, you know, you can fight the metal slimes, but you've got to deal with these enemies that have the one attack that makes everyone potentially die. Right as I gave Nyx a very strong, you know, weapon as well. Oh well. Yeah, I don't actually know if I really have any intention to buy anything. Other than a Switch 2 at some point, but they're not on sale, are they? We're waiting until Donkey Kong comes out anyway, so... Oh, there's actually something real sad as well. A lot of the stores near me are upselling, Also, yeah, we got Vivify. Look at that, we can just bring him back to life. 10 magic, it's a bit, but... He gets there. Look at that, I don't have to leave now. But yeah, the, Switch 2 games cost more. The take damage sound might be the same as in Pokemon. I mean, maybe. Oh, the like that. It's a very percussive 8-bit sound. I think there's only so much you can do with it. Every Game Boy Color RPG uses the exact same sound effects. I don't know what's the shape of the sound wave on that, and I know that's like a very pretentious thing to say, but you know what I mean. It's like I don't know what exactly. There you go. Get a little glaze more. Oh yeah, exactly. Because it's literally just like distortion. That's the sound. So at some point, you know, all distortion, especially in the 8-bit era, where it's like the sample rate is, you know, most likely like 11 kilohertz. Actually, is it 11 kilohertz? Because 11 kilohertz implies 11,000, at the very least, bits per minute, or bits per second. So, the timbre. I'm not too sure if the Game Boy would feel comfortable with kilobytes of sound like that. Maybe it is. Because it generates it based on a formula as well, which is how the sounds turn out, but not using up all the space. We call this phosphoria. Ooh. It's probably not phosphoria, it's probably just like any other algorithm, really. Or just an equation. This is such a cheeky kind of setup here as well. I'm not even talking about 8-bit, I'm talking about early 2000. Oh, early 2000. Yeah, like glitch CD scratches, or just like actual like songs in 2000 had this kind of sound. We're gonna do something about the armor on air as well, because you can see as well that the Dragon Shield seems to be blocking decent amounts of damage. Man, these guys, I tell ya, they ain't playing. Sounds from sound effects and collisions. Oh, collection CDs and stuff. Stock sounds. Oh yeah, the stock sounds. Like how the you know, the Doom Imp, this sound is literally used for the drone in Duke Nukem 3D, because it all came off the same CD at the end of the day. Gosh, these guys are so irritating, how just quickly they take out people. 60 damage is just an absurd amount. Especially on everyone. Yeah, this is a run. This is a runner. Oh. And they have heal as well. We should do a tier list of like what's like the worst enemies in this place, because the answer might be all of them. Except for the actually, yeah, the liquid metal slimes get to top that list. I hate them the most because none of them have sat down and let me hit them. And me playing Final Fantasy 3. Final Fantasy 3 is a tricky one, I'll tell you that. Final Fantasy 3 I will also never forgive for some of its kind of trickier parts, like there was one. Yeah, the stone. Yeah, it's literally like this whole dungeon, and it's just like, yeah, if you get like, if you forgot to pick up like these D-stone items or something like that, then yeah, good luck when you get to this dungeon. You gotta get lucky. The mana system was good though. Yeah, you're all right. It's a weird but neat game. I did like 3. One day I'll get through more of those. I guess maybe after. I've got Shining Force 2 also happening, but that's a slightly different kind of RPG. Let's have a crack at it. I will end this stream by having a crack at the boss, but I 100% don't think we have the capability to really take him out. Maybe we do. Maybe we do. Maybe. Okay, here we go. To be fair, you just had to level up a bit. If you were slightly under level, it was absolutely brutal. It's kind of all JRPGs, basically, isn't it? Except for... there was one I played, and it was like, yeah, you can't do anything about it. Forgot what it was. Oh, it was Hylix. It was that one I just recently played, which is not Japanese, but alright, let's try and get through this. So I like it if the difficulty is high, you can go in unprepared, but you can go back and prepare and make it fair. Oh, exactly. I like the idea of you know, pity retreats, where it's like, these enemies are super strong, you get an opportunity to freely retreat because you know that they're going to kick your butt. That kind of stuff. Maybe things like tells as well. Usually, I guess, how Dragon Quest does it is that you can spot how much damage the enemies are doing, and they're not going to one-hit kill you most of the time. But it's just the fact that, like, in order to get to the dungeon, you have to fight about 20 of them, so... Yeah, stoning just catches you off guard. And that's in the same dungeon as, like, the one you have to frog your way into, right? I'm pretty sure it was. Maybe it wasn't. Yeah, I can't remember which one it was, but, yeah, no. Yeah. All I remember is I don't want to play Final Fantasy II again. Can't recall why. It's not a deeply complex dungeon at the end of the day as well, isn't it? I think it's because the castle is like a very solid landmark. It was up. If you're in the level range, I think if you leveled so that you were not on the level. Paper Mario, that one has a fairly, like, rigid leveling system. Can't do anything about it. Using Safeguard here. Step Guard, sorry. Easily find the anti-stone in the region. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Final Fantasy II to me is just like, I'm gonna go to the starting area and I'm gonna get hit 50 million times because that's what that's what gets the levels. Part of me feels like going after the stone guy is actually not the strat, given that they're constantly using paralyzing stuff. Also, especially helps when Nyx doesn't miss, but... I miss Rags falling over every turn. Whatever happened to that? There we go. Oh. I wonder if the hammer just naturally misses more. Maybe that is how it works. Infer more. Yeah, getting paralyzed, yeah. Just gonna take the hit. Okay, well, let's do a proper full HP. Isn't that weird that full HP cures the paralysis? So this boss is probably going to kick my butt. Also, that's a bit cruel having that just chilling there as well. Hi there.
So you've come this far, Biendeo. You are remarkably impudent to dare defy me, the Demon Lord Baramos. You will rue your defiance, so that you will never return. I will feast on your intestines.
If I die, I am returning anyways. This is Baramos. I think... What's the strat? We could cast Sleep, hope for the best, I guess. I do want to... probably... I think he could use Stop Spell. Maybe it works. Nyx is actually just going to attack, I guess. And then we need increase. Yeah, we need increase. I don't think Sleep Chance is really yeah, now he's going to Stop Spell on me. And then it's got, yeah, Explode It. This is the mean stuff. Look at that. The and he's attacking a third time. So yeah, that's a bit of a first turn doozy right there. At some point as well, maybe speed up. So we'll get speed up there. Other than that, I guess we just sort of wing it. But I'm pretty sure he's got like 3,000 health, so it's a lot of turns ahead of us at this rate. Yeah, nah. No hope. No hope. Absolutely no hope on this one, I tell ya. That's what I mean. That is like absolutely brutal. But he does have different music. One thing that's ruined a bit, it's far harder to find the balance of having an expected power progression for the player and balancing the game around it, but still having super strong wonky combinations possible that break the balance. Yeah, it's an honest shot, but yeah, it's just like, I don't know, man. Like, once you start knocking out a party member like that, it's a bit rough. I feel like the strat is you need to have heal all, first of all, because here I am trying to cast heal more on a character with like 200 something health. Well, I mean, if you can kill a liquid metal slime, because hold on, he's going to tell me how much experience it is for each level. A liquid metal slime will give everyone 10,000. It is almost a free level up. It's not quite, but it's almost a free level up. But yeah, no, it might be a very grindy kind of sit and stream, and I honestly feel like, I don't know, I do remember having a hard time with him more than maybe even the actual final boss, so it actually might be a very interesting grindy stream. But then again, I did that with Victory Road in Gold Silver, didn't I? On those streams, I literally had a whole stream where I was just sitting there going. Just going back and forth, killing the Rhydons, killing the Rhyhorns. Your loyal disciple. We'll get there eventually, though. I mean, the enemies give good experience anyway, so even if I don't kill a liquid metal slime, it's like, well, you know, there's lots of experience to be gained along the way. I want to say you level up even a little quicker around, like, now than you used to, because, yeah. I think I started the stream and Air was level 22, so 26 after all that wandering around and also not knowing where I'm going, I'd say that's a decent win. I think what else is, because the other thing as well is that, like, if I choose to, I feel like maybe not being a priest and then being like a mage and then getting you know, all the other kinds of spells would also be kind of useful. Maybe? I don't know. Could be. Or you just become another warrior and you just start dealing lots of damage that way as well. Have all the health. Because that's the other problem I've always had with Air. Just no health. No health at all. I'll stop at the end as well. Why not? But, yeah, in terms of, like, what level you know, you want this, like, cleric to be. It's like, well, you sort of want them to get to maybe at least, like, I don't know, something in the mid-30s, because you want to teach multi-heal. You want to be able to heal everyone. That naturally is going to come up, and that is still a whiles away. So I don't think I'm going to get that quite, like, now. We'll get it eventually, but I don't think I'm even going to need it for the boss fight. I think I'm going to be too high level at that point, so... Anyways, I'll end it there. I think we've made some good progress. We've got the 2 remaining orbs. We're literally at the air quotes final boss. I don't know, I think it'll be funny, so... Anyways, thank you all so very much for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, or you didn't enjoy it, you can tune in next week anyways, where I'll be back doing more stuff. VOD will be on YouTube sometime in the next day. It is the unluckiest day of the year tomorrow, Tuesday the 17th. Yeah, if you, follow me on the Fetty for funny posts, and, Twitch, 8:30 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time. I don't know, it's too cold outside. I've had this space heater on the entire stream, and my room is still 22 degrees. It's still pretty cold. So, the Fettyverse, that's the one. And yeah, other than that, stay safe, eat your greens, don't let cursor RF everything. Yeah, that's about it. That's about it. Nice and chill. So, have a good one, fellas. Peace.